Hi! Hi, everybody. I'm gonna make a video like this every couple months, just cause, I don't really know. I mean, I might still make videos on here once in a while, and I don't really know what I'll do, but, if you do want to hang out with me, if you're like, I miss Cam so much, Patreon, there's, in the link description, every week there's tons of videos. We're watching a million shows, so if you really want more of me, go over there. That's how I spend some of my free time, just watching shows. But anyway, every couple months I want to make a little video like this where I do my little update and progression on how my HRT is going, how my transition is going, how my hormone replacement therapy is going, if you don't know what HRT means, because I take T blockers, testosterone blockers, twice a day, and I take estrogen twice a day. I mean, this is just for anyone who doesn't know. I'm just explaining. So I take the testosterone blockers. It stops me from, the T blockers stop me from producing testosterone, so producing stuff that would make physically more like male features happen, male. And then I take the estrogen, which makes me present more female. Those are the scientific terms. I'm not a supporter of the male female. But essentially that's what happened. So I am now on 7 months, basically 7.5. No, 7 months in a week. 7 months in a week. I'm on 7 months in a week of HRT, T blockers, estrogen. First and foremost, I'll give you the update that I think is most important, is that I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Truly, I mean, I've said this in all my other update videos. Like, wow, my whole life obviously is different in a million ways, but the first and foremost, even before like feeling the actual physical effects of the transition, the mental effects, oh my God, I seriously, I'm a whole new, it's a second life. It is basically a second life. I see it as my second life, in my true life, how I should be living, which is so beautiful and so wonderful, and a feeling that I can only hope every single person on earth gets to feel. Like, yeah, I mean, it's just like, I mean, you can tell probably right now looking at me, I'm glowing. I'm glowing, not only in the features, but just my spirit, my heart, my heart. No, my heart is glowing. My heart is like, pew, pew, pew. It's glowing. My life is glowing. I'm glowing. So to dive more into the actual HRT part, I'm not going to keep you long. Just a quick update, just to let anyone know who's, you know, whether you're just quite interested in me and my life and how I'm doing, which is so sweet, or if you're just, you know, interested in transitioning yourself, whether, I mean, obviously probably more so if you were wanting to transition male to female, but also if you're trans in any way, or if you're under the whole genderqueer, or if you're agender, the whole umbrella of not just the two genders. I don't know why you clicked on the video, but I'm still very thankful that you came to say hi to me. Physically, which has been one of my favorite parts of HRT, boobs. We got boobs coming in, folks. Come on. We got some boobs coming in, folks. And they're growing pretty, like, I'm actually like, okay. Like, I didn't know what to expect with boobs. I was like, okay, like, I might get some tiny, teeny ones. And anything I get, I was going to be like, I'm going to be so happy with anything I get. And this is 7 months. This is 7 months. I think we might be in for a little ride. Might be in for a bigger cake than we ordered. Well, speaking of cake also, just not only the boob part, but the, like, my butt is bigger. Have I been eating a lot more since transitioning? Yes, but I was told by every single T-girl on the planet that you have to eat a lot, and your body will change with that, which is wonderful. But my butt, I mean, I'll show an example. I mean, hello. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, this isn't the best skirt for it. I wish I had like little booty shorts so I could show you guys how nice my butt looks, but you have to take my word. But yeah, physically the changes, my boobs are really coming in, and there's still 3 to 4 years of growing with them. So I really don't, I'll keep you guys updated on that. I'll try to wear, you know, shirts that'll show how they're doing, how they're sitting. But I'm really pleased with how they've grown, which is really lovely. I mean, it wasn't like something I was super like, when I was starting to transition, I wasn't like, big boobs, big boob. But I was like, I could use a set of boobs. I wouldn't say no. I'm not saying no. And I think my body heard me, because they're coming, and I'm really pleased with that. My hips also starting to like formulate like this a little more, which is It's cool with me. Everything that has been happening to my body, I've been on board with and a big fan of. It feels like it's happening slightly quicker than I expected for like the actual parts of the body to start take shape a little bit more. I know there's still so much more to go, and it has only been a little bit, but I'm still really happy with how it's gone as far as the physical transformation's gone so far. My face, it's hard because you look at your face every single day, so you're like naturally not really going to see that much change, because we look at ourselves, at least I look at myself probably like 20 times a day in the mirror or something, or I take a picture and see myself or see pictures of myself. So sometimes it's hard for me to notice that stuff, and sometimes it can get me down if I look at my face too much and I'm like, I wish I looked more. It's literally just like, I wish I looked more like a girl. And I still feel that way. I mean, that is something I feel like a trans person is always going to be in a little bit of a battle with, and hopefully something that every trans person can, you know, win that battle and actually feel like they look in the mirror and look in the mirror and see and feel like the gender that they are. I mentioned in my last HRT update video, I like started looking in the mirror and actually seeing a girl, and nothing's changed. It's gonna be that way for life. It was just a really big thing for me. I was like, oh my god, now I actually look in the mirror and I actually look at my face and I actually see a girl, and it's incredible and it's the best feeling. But obviously there are still days where I can look in the mirror and I'm like, ugh. Like, I mean, that is true for everyone, where like, sometimes you look in the mirror and you're like, I don't like the way I look. But it's more so specific to like sometimes looking in the mirror and I'm like, ugh, not ugh, but just like, I'm trying to get the right noise. I wish I looked more like a girl today. You know what I mean? But that's gonna happen. I feel like something I have to keep learning and unlearning how to, you know, navigate that and feeling like that. But on most days, I do feel really good about how I look. It's just like, sometimes you just want to speed the process along. It's like, I want fuller cheeks, and I want, you know, bigger hips and all this stuff, and it's stuff that obviously isn't just gonna happen like that. So you just have to be patient, which is kind of frustrating sometimes, because you're like, why wasn't I born a girl, or the gender that you feel like, for which case me is girl. So yeah, there are obviously frustrating days, and days where you can feel a little bit sad, and you know, moments where, you know, you might see. There are moments where I see like the most beautiful girl ever, which happens a million times a day, because girls are the prettiest things on earth. And you know, sometimes you'll see like a cisgender girl, and you're just like, why was I not born that way? Why was I not, you know, assigned female birth? That would have been really cool. But then I snap out of it, and I'm like, I love being a trans girl. I freaking love it. I love being a trans girl. If I had the chance to be born again, I would want to be born, assigned male at birth, and then be a trans girl. But there are days where I'm like, no, I wish I was born. I really, there are days where like, God, I really wish I was born a girl. But that's always gonna happen, I think. Might as well just make this like a life update. I fell in love a couple months ago, and I fell in love with a trans boy. So it's a beautiful T for T love, which, I mean, if you are trans and you've gotten to experience it, you probably know how special of a relationship is, like a T for T relationship is. But yeah, I fell in love with the love of my life, and I'm like, that's my person for life. Like, and I didn't think that was ever gonna happen, and that's another reason why I'm glowing with love, because I met like the greatest person on earth, and they happen to be my soulmate. What are the odds? The most beautiful person on earth happens to be my soulmate. Wow, I lived the luckiest life. I truly do. But yeah, he's really epic and sweet, and I'm sure you'll never ever meet him. But I mean, if you follow my Instagram, which I'll post my Instagram in the description, you'd see them all over my Instagram, because I always post them on my Instagram, because I love posting them, because they're really cute and sweet, and they're the love of my life. And so that part of the video is over. No more talking about my love life. I started doing makeup a little bit more, which has helped with kind of, there are days where I don't feel like wearing makeup, and then there are days where I'm like, oh, I want to wear a little bit of makeup today. And I started wearing, like today I'm only wearing makeup on my eyes. I like wearing like a little bit of eyeshadow, like maybe a slightly darker, like smoky look, and then put a little glitter on it and a tiny bit of eyeliner. But I never put anything on my lips. My lips are just like that. My lips are just like really pink and full, and they've always been that way even before I started transitioning. So I always felt really good about that. And I also just have very naturally like rosy cheeks as well. Like it just happened. I don't know why. I got lucky with my face. So, but I do like wearing eye makeup, and I think I'm gonna try doing like makeup videos. That could be fun to do. It'd just be fun trying different makeup looks, because I never ever have known how to do makeup. One of my friends who is also a trans girl, a couple weeks ago taught me, the ins and outs, just the basics of, applying mostly eye makeup and a little bit of other makeup. But it would be fun to try out some different things. That'd be cute, I think, to do some, just have some fun on this channel. Because this channel is like, it's just whatever. I'm just like, it's just like all the videos are there forever for you to rewatch. I know a lot of people like to rewatch dubs or just older videos, and they're always going to be there. Because people have asked if I ever take down those, because I didn't transition yet. But no, that's still part of my life, and I'm not like, I don't feel any dysphoria looking back on like those videos. I'm just like, oh, that's a whole different person. But you should never feel bad, or you should always feel free to watch those videos. It's totally cool. But for stuff on here, I always just. But for here, like, it's not my job, so I just like something I have here. I just have like a random, it's like, I never planned to be like, quote unquote, micro famous on YouTube. Now I just have this big channel, and I don't never really know what to do with it. I just kind of just like, but I know I like to update you guys once in a while in my life, because there are people who care about me, which is very sweet. But yeah, I don't know. I never really know what to do with this channel, because it's not a passion, really, you know what I mean? And I kind of only want to ever do things that I'm really passionate about and really love in life. But I can have fun making videos, but it's more so I love a lot of other things about life, like making music or baking. I start baking school next year, because I want to start my own vegan bakery. Yeah, so all I really do is make music and bake, and hang out with my friends, and love the planet, and hang out with my cats. But yeah, I mean, if I find more of like a little bit of something to be more passionate about, to make videos about on here, I'll definitely do that. And yeah, I don't know too much what else to say. Yeah, if you really do want to if you do really actually miss hanging out with me, and you just want to chill, like I'm on the Patreon. We watch a bunch of shows over there, animes, K-dramas, other dramas, a bunch of random stuff, really. So if you want to go join, the link's in the description. No pressure, obviously. But if you just miss hanging out with me, feel free to join over there. And yeah, that's about all I have to say. As far as my transition goes, I meet with my doctor in a month and a half. And I'm probably going to, hopefully, pray for me, or wish for me. You don't have to pray, obviously. I want to up my dose, because I doubled my dose after 3 months, and then we had a check-in at 6 months. We do a check-in every 3 months, and they said, they're like, we can definitely increase it, but we want to be on the safer side, because, there's a lot of different things that can happen when you take HRT, especially when you're taking estrogen and T blockers. There can be blood clots and things like that, so they like to be more cautious. Obviously, I want to be like, give me all the estrogen, but they're like, no, we should be cautious. So, but I'm hoping at 9 months they will increase it again, which would be really lovely, because I can't get enough of that HRT. I love it. I love estrogen. I'll say it. But yeah, that's all. That's a little update on my life, a little update on my transition. Now you know that I'm in love. Now you know that I'm getting bigger boobs. Now you know I'm going to baking school. You got all the updates really you need. But thank you for watching this video. For whatever reason why you're watching it, I'm sending all love to you guys. I hope you're having such a beautiful, beautiful December. It can probably be, honestly, the toughest month for a lot of people. It kind of isn't a great month for me, but I'm having a great month, luckily, because I'm surrounded by love. But usually December was terrible for me. It was the worst month. And I'm trying to make it like the best month right now. But I know it's such a hard month for a lot of people. And life is just hard. Life is terrible across the board as far as the world goes. Like, don't get me wrong. I am personally feeling so much better because I'm a girl, and I'm very happy about that. But God, do I ever still get really worked up and sad and upset about life in the world, because golly, it just doesn't get better, does it? Continues to get worse. But we need to just literally, I always try to not get too doom. It's like, no, the way that the world can change is if everyone just really just like in their little lives does the best they can with trying to help each other and help your community and love each other and just make it through and just try to make the world tiny bit better every day, and it'll all add up. But golly, it does get hard. It gets hard. Okay, that's it. I will do another video probably in 2 months when I get to 9 months. And then, yeah, but until then, I mean, I'll try to make a couple videos. We'll see. I'll try to scatter my brain and think of some fun things to do, and, maybe you'll see me. But, until then, please take care of yourself. Be nice to everyone. Please be nice to trans people. They friggin' need it, dude. Like, I really didn't mention a lot of, like, the bad parts of being trans societally that I have also experienced. Because you don't need to hear that. That's like common knowledge. Like obviously it's very not great to move through the world as a trans person, trans girl, trans in general, but walking through the world as a trans girl is yeah, it's, you know, it's hard a lot of times, but I'd rather share all the positive parts of my journey, and it's always worth it. It's always the best. I'm always so freaking grateful that I made this discovery and that I'm finally myself. Can you believe it? Okay, that's it. I'm done. Love you. Take care of yourself. Bye.